Hello, this is Fighting Irish Back, Operation Live and Let Die. Turn 12.4, 12.5, the British Commonwealth and the Free French. Okay, this is what I have right here. Here's for the two tech rolls. The French, or the British, is going to start a new one. They're going for long-range aircraft and work on their improved factories. Okay. Let's go for long-range aircraft. They need a 7. They got a 3, so no. And what is it? Improved factories. They got a 12, so they got 1 out of 2. Okay, let's move to purchases. Let's see what they can do. They're getting beat down over here, so the Anzac wants to transport. They'll spend all 7 of their IPPs for their money. The British will buy 2 militia, or this is the FEC, 2 militia, 1 colonial, 1 Gurkhas, 1 militia upgrade, 1 cavalry, and 1 artillery. Here's for Great Britain. They will buy 1 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 militia upgrade, 3 militia, start a fortification, which will be going to London, of course, 4 infantry, and 1 AA. They'll spend all their money, and they are correct over here on the charts, what they were saying. Let's start with some combat. Combat movements. Thinking in the Pacific, does the... No combat here. Let's move to right here, Abyssinia. Let's go in with an infantry paired, or the Anzac will bring their artillery. The infantry from Italian Somaliland and the cavalry. Coming from Nubia, these 2 infantry and 1 artillery. Over here, this bomber from, nice name, can't say it, 1, 2, 3, 4. Will be in the battle, that bomber. They will be taking on 1 fighter, 3 militia there. Okay. Any more combat? Yes, right here. We're going to have the battle for Western Germany. We're going to bring in 1 artillery, 1 tank, and 3 infantry. So the artillery transforms out. And that's what we have left. Okay. So in that battle, we will have what? 1 tank, artillery, and infantry. Make that 3 infantry, taking on 3 infantry in Western Egypt. Okay. Let's see if there's any more. We're going to take this big bomber. He's going to go have some fun again. He's going to try to carpet bomb London. See if he can get lucky again and get some more. This time it will be all artillery instead of an infantry artillery last time. Any combat up north? None up north. None there, none there. The rest looks non-combat to me. Okay, let's do the easy one first. Let's do the carpet bombing. We'll take 3 dice. See if we get lucky here. Nothing for the Satigre bomber, so no luck there. Okay, he goes home. He'll eventually go home. Doesn't go home yet. All right. Let's go right here in western Egypt. We'll have a tank at a 5, first strike artillery at a 2, an infantry at a 2, and 2 1s. Taking on, what is that, 3 4s? Okay. Let's start with the first strike artillery. Maybe at a 2. Got a 2. Wow. So take out that infantry, and he doesn't get any kind of retaliation. Let's do a tank at 5. He loses 1 for the jungle or for the desert. He hits with a 4. Okay, here is the infantry at a 2, because he gets a +1 for the artillery. Missed, and the 2 1s. Miss. Okay, here are the 2 4s for the Italians. Miss. Okay, let's go for the tank at 5. Hit. 2 at 2. Hit, that's number 2. Okay, let's do the 2 infantry for the Italians. Hit 1, so they will lose an infantry. This will fall. This jumps on top. Let's look at what we have. We lose here. Eastern Egypt. Okay, I think that is the only IPP value one. So let's do this one here. I got the Italians at 12. I got them down at 11 now. And the British will go from 22 to 23. Now let's do Abyssinian. Okay, they have 3 militia and a fighter. First round, the fighter wants to get the bomber. The bomber can get the fighter. So let's see what we have. These will go 2. These will go 2. So that's 4 at 2. And it looks like 5 at 2. That's a 7, and those will be 1s. Okay, that's what we have. These will defend at 2. He'll defend at 6. Alright, first strike. Let's see, 2 artillery. 2 at 2 since we're in the mountain territory. Got neither one. Okay, let's do the bomber. Bomber's at 7. Hit on the bomber. So the bomber takes the plane out. Okay, and then I have 1, 2, 3 at 2. 3 at 2 for the artillery and the cavalry. And miss them all. Here are the infantry at 1. Got none. So we got the fighter. That's the most important for the... Let's see what the fighter rebooks. Got a 7, so he missed. And 3 2s for the militia. And missed them all. Well, for argument's sake, and I can't remember, I don't think bomber has fighter seniority because it is a bomber. So I'll leave the fighter, take off a militia for the bomber hit. Now let's do the bomber. The bomber's at 7. He hit, so that's 1 militia again. And I need 5 at 2. I need 2 hits. And we got none. So we got 2 at 1. Got 1. So the second militia will die. Okay. Here are the fighter at 6. He got 1, so 1 of the infantry will die. And the 2 militia. Got another one. So another militia or infantry will die. Take off the 2 militia. All he has left is the fighter. Here are the bomber. Bomber hits, so the fighter goes down. And let's see if the fighter can take out another infantry. He does not. So the fighter goes down. The collaboration of 5 different units will go right there. So Abyssinian falls with 2 artillery, 1 cavalry, and 2 infantry. The bomber will fly to Egypt for its last 2 remaining with that air base. It can go 7, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to eastern Egypt. Okay, I believe that is all for combat for the British. Let's do some non-combat. Let's start up here. 3 torpedo boat destroyer and 2 coastal ships will go into the English Channel. This destroyer will go from Sea Zone 11 to Sea Zone 33. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. All the British Midlands will retreat into London. So the militia will move back. The infantry will move back. The artillery moves into London. Everything is in London. Nothing is in the British Midland. The fleet on Sea Zone 45 will move to Sea Zone 79. That will be leaving the Americans here and here, and this Marine will be dropped off in Morocco. Okay. Congo. The guy from Congo is getting railed to Egypt. Cavalry from south will go here. Up to 1, 2 to nice country. 3 infantry will move to Transjordan. 1 artillery will move to Transjordan. 1 AA will move to Transjordan. Okay. Let's see if we can move around some pieces over here. This in Anatonka. This Gorka will move up. This infantry will move down. Anatonka will have 2 infantry. This Gorka, special thing about them, I really like them. They are mountaineer guys who like to defend in jungle. So no matter what, they like to defend at 5 in this territory, mountain or jungle, because how special, somebody called them once. All right, let's move India around. The Marine will go to Bengal. AA moves to this other nice, can't say the word, 2 infantry, and Marine will move this way, leaving out them. Fighter, 1, 2, 3, 4, falls off in Hong Kong. Okay. This coastal sub will not convoy. He has naval base, so he is now in the Sea of Japan up there. He moved to, he wants to go there. Let's say Anzacs now. They're going to Satyagraha Naval, pick up Queenland. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick up this guy from Sarahawk. 5. Drop off these 2 Anzacs into Hong Kong. Okay. So they move. Oh, I almost forgot. This guy from the British Malaya wants to move up to Siam. What else did I need to do? Okay, moved most of the Indians. Moved all of them. Oh, yeah, it's very important. I keep forgetting this guy right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seaplane. It's now in Florida. He came from Quebec or wherever he was stationed there. He is now in Florida. Okay. Trying to see, did I almost moved every available guy that I had? Okay, I think that is about it for non-combat. Okay, so let's place units for the British. Anzac wants a transport. That'll go there. Let's check out the FEC. Artillery goes to southern India. Calcutta receives as cavalry. Upgrade of the militia. We'll go in Calcutta. Okay. Gurkha will go into Burma. One more colonial infantry into Hong Kong. 2 militia more into Hong Kong. So let's see what we have in Hong Kong here. Looks like British have 1 fighter, 4 militia, 3 infantry, and Anzac has 1 infantry. Okay. Let's see if there's any more non-combat. Oh, I gotta place units. Okay. I forgot that's what we're on. So, infantry goes to South Africa. Artillery goes to Egypt. Militia upgrade will go to Egypt. So in Egypt, we have 3 militia, 2 infantry, medium bomber, and artillery. Okay, start the fortification and put it on the chart here. Fortification goes right there, right next to some Japanese carriers. under construction flag will go into London. And you might have guessed it, the rest of the stuff will go into London. 4 infantry, 1 AA, and some more militia. I will chip all these out. Hopefully I got everything that everybody else got as well. That's a lot of movement for those Russians. They got a lot. So, all right. So in London, looks like we have 3 AA guns. There's somebody likes Air Force, so we need AA guns here. We got 1 strategic bomber who's not doing too well lately. It looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 militia, 3 artillery, 1 airborne, 10 infantry. I think that's about it. So before I go, I forget. I read the rule books, but going back to India, the Far East Command, can they receive Lend-Lease since technically they are not a home country? Can I get feedback to see if like the Americans can Lend-Lease them an advanced, let's say artillery or advanced fighter or a jet fighter, or can they just receive any Lend-Lease at all from another nation? I know they have a major port so they can get big things, but technically they're not a home country. Please, let me know. And let's move on to the French turn, the Free French. They have 6 IPP. Yeah, well, they're not going to do much. They're kind of bottled down. Another big Air Force they got to contend with. So let's place units, because that's all they need to do. So, wrong chip. This one gets the 4th Infantry. Tunisia gets 1, and Southern Algeria gets 1. That's how it will pan out. So, Tunisia now has 4 infantry and artillery, and Northern Algeria has a militia, 2 infantry, 2 jet fighters, and their last Morocco, big territory, of course. The Allied forces are coming to say hi. Okay, let's look at the chart here. Let's do 2 dice for wartime economy. Since I was doing red, so we'll do 1 red and 1 blue for the British. They will get $6, 6 IPP. Okay, this is what I have. The British at 23 plus 5 for their bonus. So I have them at 28. FEC didn't go up, so they're at 21. Plus their 2, they're at 23. I have Anzac at 5. Plus their 2 bonus is 7. Well, since they have 7, let's give all 6. Actually, I since it's split, let's all 6 will go to the British. So the British will have 34. FEC 23, Anzac will have 7. And the French set pat at 6. And I believe that is all for the British and French in 12.4 and 12.5. I will turn it over to the Italians in 12.6, Operation Live and Let Die, and send to Panzer J, Fighting Irish out. Thank you. Okay, Fighting Irish, forgot to move the French subs out here in the Pacific. First French sub from C-Zone 89. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Off the coast of Japan in C-Zone 56. We will take the red dice for the French. Black die for the Japanese. Let's start the convoy. There you go. Japanese save all their money. 6-3, Japan saves their money. The French sub though, from C-Zone 88, will go for 1, 2, 3, 4 to C-Zone 83. Okay, that's it for Fighting Irish and the French. And still Panzer J and the Italians coming up in 12.6. Thank you.